Hi, welcome back to my channel, Grim Reaper, and as I mentioned in my previous video that I was going to go through and sort out a few bits in the base. Basically used recipes that we already know about, that I've already shown you in previous videos, and sorted a few bits and pieces out, and basically made the basic recipe parts that I needed that we already know how to make, like the plastic ingots or steel ingots, whatever you like to call it. Excuse me. Things like the advanced wiring kit and glass and so on, and then obviously I had some of the other materials that was already in my lockers, so I've picked all those out and put them in my inventory ready. So now we have enough stuff to start building some of the bits and pieces. So one of the things that we can build now is the reactor. We can see that we've got enough stuff for that, and one of the actual rods that will go in there, the power cells that we'll need for the reactor. I also have a power cell, because if you remember rightly, when I was like exploring various caverns and so on, I came across a box which I opened, and I believe it was over in Omega, the Omega facility, which had a rod in it, which was handy. So there was like a spare rod floating about in there, which we commandeered, which is good, because it meant that you could, if you didn't have stuff to build the rod, you could build the reactor and power it straight away. So the first things first, then what we need to do is go in here, okay, and then we've got to, because what I'm going to do is remove, it's pointless having this in here acting as power if I'm going to put in the reactor. So we need to remove this one, so we disassemble that, and then what we do is we bring up the nuclear reactor, press A. Right, so I'm assuming that that's that's it. I think that's in front of me now.
Seek fluid intake.
Oh great, so we'll have to, I'll get some water in a minute as well. Right, so we'll build that. Okay, and now let's press A. Have I got the rod already on me? Yes, there's the rod that I already had. So we'll put that in, so we can activate the reactor. There's the reactor going. Right, let's quickly run back over here and we'll build the other rod, which I think is in here. Right, where do we build the rod? Where do we build the rod? Is it, or is it in here? No, none of them's lit up. Oh! Right, I see what's happened. Right, okay, let's go to one of my containers. I should have some lead in here. There we are, lead. Basically what I've done, building the reactor, used the lead that I had in my inventory. There we go. Now I can build another one. So a slight overlooked the fact that it was going to use up my lead. Right, so we can build that one. So that'll give us 2. And I do believe when I was putting the first one in, I noticed there was enough for 4. So we'll have to gather the materials to build another one as we go along. So there's 2. 2 new, so that's 2 rods in there, so that's given us some power. It's boosting itself up. Right, so we'll, because of the thing, we'll close that, and we'll close this one as well. That will quieten it down, and basically acts as a radiation shield. Right, so we can take the reactor recipe out. Is it further down? So much stuff. Ah, here it is. So we'll take the reactor recipe out, and we know the rod recipe, so we'll take that out as well. Pointless having that in there now. There we go, take that out. But obviously these rods will get used up, and I don't think there's a way of recharging them. I think you've got to dispose of them. To be on the safe side, we need to put in the... No, that's not it. We need to find the... Oh, there it is, right next to it. Right. Oh, right, I just need some lead, and I have got some lead, so I can build that straight away. So it's pointless pinning that up, because I just need lead. 2 bits of lead. Right, okay. Lead. Is it in here? There's lead. I need 2 bits of lead. Right, and we can build that now. Oh, hold on. I think you build it with the fabricator, with the building tool, not the... So if I go in here, back inside... And then what I could do, I don't know, where should we put it? Somewhere over here, somewhere perhaps. See if it'll fit there. Right, we want... It's not in that bit. Here it is down here. Oh, gone over past it. There we go. Select. There we go. We can put it there. That would be an ideal place to put it. So as you turn around to go out, you can place it in there. Right, so that's that bit done. All nice and neat. As you can see, I've put some windows in, some bulkheads. Like I said I was going to do. It's starting to get dark, so we don't want to be venturing off to make get more stuff out in the dark. Not really. Okay. Let's pop over this way. Let's just check on the batteries, spare batteries. There you go. All of these are now fully charged. So we'll pick these spare batteries up. And we'll sort all that out in a minute about what battery we want and so on. Right, okay, I know it's getting dark. I'll just quickly save what we've done so far. Right, let's just nip outside. Just want to check on the grow bed. There we go, the grow bed's doing quite well. I'll put some of the chip-ins in that I had left over, because we might need more, into here, and I've grown the spiral
Seek
plant.
fluid intake immediately.
Oh, I forgot all about that. Let's do that now. Okay, so grown spiral plant, so we've got the chip-ins, and I've also cut up some ribbon plant and put it in. So basically, all you need to do is plant ribbon, just plant it. If I take these 2 out, I'll take 1 out and I'll cut the other one. Knife. So there we go. There you go. And then look in the inventory, you'll see now you've got what they call the seeds, which is this bit. Okay, so get rid of that. Use the planter. We can put in 2 seeds. We can put the seeds back in, like so. As you can see the little shoots. All the little shoots, etc. So hopefully they'll grow, and you'll see a load of ribbon plant growing.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Which will come in very handy for if we need to make more batteries. Like we got. Right, okay, I'm just going to get rid of this ribbon plant, and I've just noticed I've got a bit of this art. How big is it? Okay, will it fit here? There we go. Right, so that's that done. And we'll put our scanner back in. Okay, so in here, let's see how much room we've got in here. We've got a little bit of room in here, so we'll just put some of these batteries in here. We don't need 3 spare batteries, but there again, I can't remember if I took one out of the Sea Glide. I won't put that in there until I've checked the Sea Glide, right? But these other batteries, 2 spare batteries, we don't require carrying 2 spare batteries, so we'll swap that. We'll just put one in there. Okay, right. We'll just quickly go and check the Sea Glide then. Ready before we shoot off. Make sure there's both. No, there are 2 batteries in the Sea Glide. Right, okay. And I can't remember if I put in the depth module. Yeah, and the depth module's in it. Right, okay. Right, so the Sea Glide is okay, so we can put 2 of those batteries away. I don't think I'll require carrying 3 spares. So we can put 2 of these batteries away. We don't need the lubricant. Right. Okay, so what we'll do now, as it's night time, we will go up and we will, as you can see, I've changed it quite a bit. We've got the glass roof. That was quite easy. How to make it, it just needed basically plastic ingot and a glass to make it. That's all it needed. So basically stuff that we already had, know how to make, and it was just a combination of 2 that we've already established. No doubt I'll probably end up building another room of this size, and I'll probably do exactly the same thing again by putting in the thing, and if need be I'll show you the actual thing. Right, okay, so we've gone to bed. It's now daylight, so let's sort ourselves out with, oh hello, I was just about to say sort ourselves out with food and water, and what happens? The machine is now ready to give us water. Oh, and it's already got just about everything in there, so we've got plenty of water. Plenty of water, so let's drink these 2 small bottles to get it out of the way. I don't want to really eat that, because that does give you quite a lot of food in one hit, so I don't really want to do that. Okay, let's have a look what we've got here. We can. There we go. That's consumed all of that. Maybe one more of these, perhaps. There you go. All right up to the top. Let's save it before we go anywhere. Right, and let's go. So we're going to go off. We're going to look for these, like little, as you can see there, it says about where I've got the recipe for the hydraulic acid, or the hydrochloric acid, whatever you like to call it. We need some of those funny looking things that look like sort of like mushrooms, or like a daisy without petals, without the petals, to get, because we need to make that acid and then combine it with a few other materials to make the green substance, which I've just noticed I haven't got the recipe up for. Right. So that's what we need to make. So as you can see, we need the acid and some gold for it. I think I have got some gold, but it'd be great to find some more. And then all of that there will then go together for us to make the charge fins, which basically, as you swim, it recharges your batteries in the tools that you happen to have in your hand at the time. So right, so let's just make sure it's all saved before we go, so in case it all goes absolutely wrong with us as we're trying to. Right, let's get. Okay, so let's head off now. From the best way to describe to find that area, it's usually in and around near the lily pad area and so on. So we'll head out towards what we know that signal is to do with Margaret. So if we head out towards her last known signal position, that'll put us close to the lily pads, and then we should be able to find the way down to get to into the caverns below near her to find some of these items. As you can see now, with the Mark II depth upgrade on the sea truck, we can now go down to depths as far as 650. So that gives us plenty of scope for depth for what we're going to be doing. We've got our defense perimeter upgrade, which I've not activated ready in case we need it, in case someone grabs us. I've got it now ready. Right, so somewhere down here is where we're going to find it. Okay, so we'll start diving now a little bit. So it's within this area. We don't have to go directly to that signal, but it's within this area that we need to be going. We'll try and avoid some of these. Right, there's the ship part of the ship. So along here a bit. So we'll straighten out and we'll carry on going in. There's parts of the lily pad biome. So ideally, what when I played the early edition, it was close to. We're looking the crevice that I'm looking for to dive into to help me find these things, if I remember rightly, was close to. Now hold on, I think we're heading out the wrong way now. I think we're heading into.
An active volcano detected nearby.
I was going to say, I think I was starting to head into. Have that. That's right. You ain't going to want to mess with me every time. Not while I've got that. Right, I think I've ended up going round where I wanted to go. So we head back towards the signal. Yeah, we've accidentally diverted round it. Okay, we'll head towards the signal, because then we should be able to see some of the precursor cabling that was on the floor that we saw before with the green light. We need to sort of follow that to give us the rough idea of where we want to be going. There it is there. Right, okay, so we'll follow it round. There's the green light, so we'll just keep following it. Okay, so okay, and I believe this is the crevice here, I think. So this is where we start going down. Oh, cheeky bugger. Yeah, you got to watch out for these squid sharks. They have an EMP pulse, which they can use to disable you. That's exactly what he did, but he didn't come in for the attack, luckily. So if I... Right, now, I think I'm in the right part. If not, then I need to come back out, because I know these lights take me towards Margaret's base, but there's a possibility that we can find some of these plants here. Oh, that's a good point. I might need to grow another planter outside, because as far as I know you can grow these as well, so I'll look into that. So I think it's down here we need to go. Looks like I've just found another precursor site. Okay, let's go out and investigate. See if it tells me I can scan it. So obviously I've not been here before. Right. That's that scanned. Anything else to scan nearby?
New technology acquired.
Okay, so we've got new technology acquired. So we'll have a quick look at that. We'll pause the actual gameplay and look at it. See what it is. There we go. So let's see what the new technology was. Oh, was that the new technology? Recycles items into the parts. Okay, so it's a recycler, so you can put things in it and it recycles it back into the normal parts. So things that you build. Ah, right, okay. Right, okay, might be handy. Might be handy. Oh, I wonder if that would work then on the spent reactor rods. That might be a way of getting rid of them instead. Because then that'll just give you the raw materials back. Okay. I'll research that and see what it's all about. Right, okay, so we found something that I hadn't found before. So we're still looking for that. There could well be a possibility of gold. I know on that rock there. So there you go. Let's give it a tap, and we got ourselves. I'm not sure what that was. It wasn't gold. It was titanium. Right, okay. There's another one over here. that also was titanium. Okay. Actually, it might be a good idea to keep hitting the sea truck. Not a very good driver at this. Right, let's just give it a quick repair. Right. Okay. Let's have a look now. What way do we go? I think this is just basically a cavern. I don't think there's any other way through, so we might have to go back up. Okay, so at the end of the day, I don't think this was where I actually wanted to come, but the fact that I came down here by accident means that I was able to find something that I didn't know was there. So we'll head back out. Because the cavern that I really want is actually right underneath Delta. So I need to Omega. So I need to go basically back to Omega and then go down from there, because then that should take us down to where we want to go. But the way we're going at the moment, this is going to probably bring us back out to Margaret, which isn't a bad thing, because there could be stuff that I didn't find or see near Margaret's base when I was freediving, and now that I can go in here deeper, maybe I can see what I want. Can't see anything. Okay, let's go down deeper, because this could well also be another way in. So it's always worth having a good look. Well, we've got fragments down here of certain bits and pieces, so it might be worth scanning these. Thermal plant fragment, that'll come in handy. And we have gold, plenty of rubies. We'll grab a couple of rubies as we're here as well. But I think we've got enough rubies for what we want, really. But if I could just grab a couple for just to be on the safe side. Still haven't found the actual plant that we're looking for, though. There's another form of rock there. Got a high chance of diamond. And what's this one? Lithium. Well, we could do some lithium. After making all those plastil ingots, I've probably either depleted or nearly depleted my lithium. Okay, there's nothing else here in this little section. Another bit of gold. Right, that'll do as gold wise. Gold wise, I think that would do. Let's save what we've got so far. Be safe than sorry. Right, now let's have a look around this way, because there's some various bits and pieces. It doesn't look like the right colour. Oh, that's a fish. I was going to say, it doesn't look like the right colour of the biome. this biome don't look the right colour for what I'm looking for. But we have found some tech. Okay, we'll have a look at this tech, especially here. What will this give us? Ah! Steel suit, okay. Now will that just give us the raw materials, because we've already got... Yeah, that'll just give us raw materials. Okay. Can we see anything? Here, is there any... Or is that it? Reaper's wine glass. Okay, right. With that, I'm beginning to think that we could be very near an area where a Reaper Leviathan lurks about. So obviously I'm keeping an eye on the depth as well. I don't want to go too deep, because if I start going too deep... Right, okay, yes, this looks like the crystal caves. So yes, there's probably either a shadow or Reaper Leviathan lurking about in here. We could do with some of this, because if I'm right in what I'm thinking of what that is, we need that for making reactor rods. Which is good, because we could, and there's another piece over there, so I'm being careful at the same time. And it looks like there could be something right over there, like a structure, or it could just be plants glowing over there. But I don't want to go too mad. There's one. I don't want to go too deep in case I'll go past the depth. Oh, is that what? Ah, is that?
Proceed with caution. A Leviathan-class creature is near.
There we go. Right, if I can grab that, that'd be great, because I think that's what we are looking for making the Mark III. If I can find another one, that'd be... Oh, I should have scanned it first, shouldn't I? Never mind. If I spot another one, then I'll scan that one and grab it. Oops. Said I don't want to venture down too deep, but if we head over in there's another piece there, and I don't know how many of these pieces I really need to make the enough reactor rods, because obviously if they deplete... Oh, inventory's full anyway, I can't... Well, I'm getting low on water, so right, I might be able to make room by drinking some water. There we go. Right, I've got 3 of those at the moment, so I'll leave it with just 3, and I'll see if I can find another one of those key line or whatever it's called. That's quartz. That's a bit narrow there, I think. Lithium there. Not that we want lithium, but it'd be good to know if there is lithium also in here. Yeah, that's lithium. Was I so sorry? Alright, they're just bits of crystal. Okay. I only saw one of these so far, these keyline things, whatever it was. Okay, ribbon plant. I see one of those bits right down there, but what's the depth? I can only go another 100. Right, there's a rock puncture there. Well, I will make an attempt to get to it. Oh, we're still within our depth. Okay. Right, that's gone green there, so it says I've got enough for the next depth module. And we've obviously got the original, so what was the other bit? I need 3 of something else as well, which I'm not too sure what that is. Right, we'll go back up. Try and get out of here as well. If I head back towards that signal, we should be able to get out. Oops. And we'll head back. There's Margaret's base. We'll start heading back. Right, have I... Up there. There we go. and there's the end of the video too. So we're heading back. We're heading back. That was actually the wrong button. Never mind. Okay, we'll give it a quick repair. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode, and to do that, so that you're notified from when it's going to be, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notification bell, please, to allow you to do this. So until next time, please stay safe, and we'll carry on from where I left off in the next video. Goodbye.